Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Okay, so about Ramanacharana Tirtha Swami, this is such a big thing that you have asked, Priyaka, uh, because like any other, any Mahan or any Jivan Mukta who has been with us, it is very difficult to explain in words what they are, or it's exactly even not even who they are, because it is not a personified existence, yeah. So it is what they are only. Unknowingly it came in my mouth, but it's actually very apt, because they are a vastu only. We can't even attribute any personal things to them, so it's very difficult to actually put in words what they mean to us, or what they are, how as what we have experienced them. However, I understand the intention behind your question. At that level, as to whatever I have experienced about Ramanacharana Tirtha Swami, I'll share here by Guru's grace. So the first time, so I'll start from how I started to listen to Swami. So the first time, what happened is, this is in 2015, when I was preparing for my CA finals, and I was feeling so purposeless in my life actually, and I didn't know what to do, and I should not say I didn't know what to do. I knew for a fact that what I am doing is not what I want. Okay, so I desperately wanted to get out of the the thing which I was involved back then, which was nothing but studies, articleship, routine only. So what I did is, I messaged one of my Amma's students. His name is Ajit. I'm forever indebted to that Anna for this one thing that he did for me. So what happened is, I mailed him asking, can you suggest one Gita Bhashyam for me, and can you suggest whose pravachanams I can start listening to. So these were the two questions I asked him over mail. So he replied to me saying, go for Chinmayananda Swami's Gita Bhashyam. I had asked him a good translation of Shankara Bhashyam of Bhagavad Gita actually. So he replied saying, you can wait for Shankara Bhashyam. Shankara Bhashyam is not, like something that you can start with at this point of time. You start with Chinmayananda Swami's Shankara Bhashyam. This was his reply. And then second point, he said, you listen to Nochur Venkatraman. So immediately, this was during a lunch break in my office, I still remember. So what I did is, okay, I had work after that, so I finished my work and everything. And that weekend, this was some Wednesday, Thursday, or something. That weekend, nobody was there at home, so only I was there, and I searched for Nochur Venkatraman in YouTube. So the first video that I saw was Bhagavata Satram in Guruvayur. Okay, Bhagavata Satram in Guruvayur. So I had no idea who this person was. I had heard his name before. Uh, like somebody had told back then, when they visited our house or something, pravachanam. So what happens is, at Palakkad every year Brahmana Sabha used to organize a pravachanam week or so. Okay, week of pravachanams, not a week, 2 weeks or so. They used to arrange a series of pravachanams. So we were not staying at Palakkad back then, so somebody who used to come from Palakkad once had told, okay, when they visited us, that pravachanam is going on. Yesterday was Nochur Venkatraman's, like that. I had heard his name, but I didn't know anything at that time. This was when I was very small, when I was studying in school or something. And so after that, this when I searched for him in YouTube, this is the time when I was hearing that name again. Okay, so Anna's video appeared, and I was like, is this the person, Nochur Venkatraman? Oh, okay. Then I clicked it, and I still remember Anna the first thing that I heard was ഈ ഇരിപ്പ് ഇല്ലാതാവുന്നുണ്ടോ. In Malayalam, it was in Malayalam. That pravachanam was in Malayalam. And I was saying, ഈ ഇരിപ്പ് ഇല്ലാതാവുന്നുണ്ടോ. That means, is this existence non-existent at any point of time? Does this existence not exist at any point of time? This is the question. I was like, what kind of a question is this? What is this person talking? And I remember me getting hooked. Okay, that full pravachanam, I was like, what is this I'm listening to? Where am I going? Like that. So, that kind of a feeling I had, and I was waiting for my appa amma to come back home so that I can show them what I have found. What I have found. It was like that. Something I have got, which like nobody can fathom what I have got. It was like that. That was the beginning, and what happened is after that I used to search for his pravachanams, which was available on YouTube, some with video, some without video, some I mean just audio, like that. Then I remember listening to Anna's Vivekananda satsangam. Oh my god, I don't know if it is still there in YouTube. That took me to actually Belur, I should say, because I listened to that pravachanam with all lights off, with my eyes closed. Again, I was only there at home when I was listening to that pravachanam. Appa and Amma was not there, and I was alone at home. I had switched off all lights, and I was listening to that pravachanam with my eyes closed. And all those things which Anna was narrating, especially stories and all, everything came, came alive. Okay. Before that, I didn't have any connection with Ramakrishna Mutt, or I have heard all these names. Swami Vivekananda is such a popular name, right? Every Indian must have heard about Swamiji. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa I knew as Vivekananda's guru. Other than that, I didn't have any direct knowledge about Thakur or Shardama. Our homeo doctor, he was a very ardent devotee of Thakur Ma Swamiji. So I have seen Holy Trinity photo in his clinic. That used to, attract me so much. I used to look at that photo all the while when I was there in the clinic, whenever we used to visit the clinic and all that. Other than that, I have never bothered to get some books, read about their life or anything. I know all of them as I know that okay, there is a person called Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, and Sri Sharda Devi is his spiritual consort. All these things I've heard as information. Other than that, no connection with them whatsoever. But the first time I heard it from Anna Vivekananda Satsangam, every incident came live in my mind. I still remember the way Anna narrated how Naren used to go and prostrate to Mother, how he used to purify himself with Ganga Mata after coming back from West. All those things, it was as though I landed up in a magical land. So later when we all visited Belur Math, when we visited Bengal, it was like I was visiting a magical land, magical bhumi. I never knew that it was somewhere there on earth, or it was another place. Like it was not another place for me, like Palakkad or Chennai or Bangalore. No, for me Bengal was I never could imagine of Bengal like a state in India. It was altogether a magical wonderland for me, because that is how first Anna had painted the picture of Bengal in my mind. This is how I started listening to Anna. And then in my office, one of my one of our, I can't say principal, but one of the chartered accountants in our office, he used to listen to Nuchurana. This and all I came to know later only. Okay, later when in some discussion this came up that sir used to listen to Nuchurana, and he told he has so many CDs. So if I want, he can give me CDs, and he suggested a website to me which is called shreyas.org. Who suggested the site to me is Mohandas sir. So Mohandas sir told me that you can visit this site and you can get old pravachanams of Anna. So I visited that site and I was so delighted to see. I mean, you have so many prajanams: Pratasmarami Stotram, Prasthanatrayam, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Narayaniyam, and then Ramana Maharshi's works, Prabodha Sudhagaram. So many works you have in that site. So I was going through all those pravachanams, and I haven't listened to all those pravachanams. And what happened is I came across an interview of Nuchurana. That was quite surprising for me, because other than Anna's pravachanams, I have not seen any. Other than pravachanams, I had not seen any videos where Anna was having a talk or something like that. Talk meaning a conversation or something like that. I'd never seen anything of that sort in internet. So this interview was like, wow. So I downloaded it and I started. It's a written interview, so it's not a video interview. So I started reading, and then I got some there's some what you call personal side and personal information about Anna. Before that, one thing is, Anna is from my own place. Okay, this is a Mahan who is from my own place. Nuchur, the place Nuchur is just 20 minutes away from Palakkad. You just have to travel 20 minutes by road, 20 to 25 minutes by road, and you will reach this Agraharam called Nuchur. And till then, I had never visited Nuchur. Now, like later, we used to say that with so much abhimanam now we have, because such a Mahan has come from our place. But before that, we never knew. Okay, so in that interview, Nuchurana says, he says, Kottatariyam Vedam Chollum, meaning even a coconut husk will recite Vedam, is what people used to talk about their village. That is, in Nochuril Kottatariyam Vedam Chollum. That is the saying, local saying, which is popular in that place. In Nochur, meaning it is such a Vedic Agraharam. It used to be such a Vedic Agraharam. And then Anna will say, okay, this is the saying, but gone are those days. Now there is no, that samskaram is not not there in that agraharam anymore. It is all stories of olden days. So Anna says he never had what you call formal Vedic teaching, Vedic education. He didn't have. He studied in normal school, and then normal college. He That is not like just like any other student. He did his schooling in schools like government schools and government colleges, and then he studied Sanskritam, actually BA Sanskritam and MA Sanskritam in Kaladi University. So he was in Kaladi for 3 years because of his degree, for his degrey actually. Then he says, that interview is so, I'm taken back to, it was so, I don't know how to describe that. So Anna says, while he was studying for 9th or 10th, Anna's appa, that is Nochurana's appa, passed away when he was very young actually. So he says he has seen many deaths while growing up, at least 3 deaths back to back, where he encountered 3 deaths in his family in his growing years, one of which was his father's. So there is no better teacher than death, right? So maybe that had a huge impact on him. I mean, these are all surface level reasons that we attribute. Okay, why Anna was born amongst us is just Bhagavan's Leela only. It is avataram only, nothing else. So, but as human life, if you see, yes, he encountered, even for Ramana Bhagavan it was there, no? Ramana Bhagavan's appa passed away when he was young, and he had life experience. All these things in this life, we can attribute them as reasons for who they are, what they are, and all that. So likewise, only in Nuchurana's life also. Then what happened is, while studying for 9th or 10th, it seems, he happened to get a Bhagavad Gita book. Bhagavad Gita book, which he realized that this Bhagavad Gita book, you that is his father, his appa used to read Bhagavad Gita from this very book daily. So that book, after years of his appa's passing away, he Nochurana gets this book, and then he says, while when he saw that book, he felt some kind of like விட்ட இடத்துலேருந்து தொடங்குறது, they say. That means you are beginning something which you left years back, left incomplete years back, like that. Some kind of, he never felt it like something new he was seeing. So he Anna used to say that from second chapter he used to read for 2 years or something. Some like how we drink juice, or sugarcane juice or something. We keep getting juice from that. No, we chew and chew and chew. We get juice from that. Likewise, he used to be in chapter 2, it seems. He used to get something out of it. So for 2 years or something, Anna was in chapter 2 only. அது என்னதுன்னு அர்த்தமே தெரியாதக்கு அது ஏதோ ஒரு ரசத்தில் படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன், he'll say, without even knowing its meaning. In some rasam he used to just be with, not even reading, he used to be with chapter 2 in that Bhagavad Gita. Then very like in and then okay, then I had gone to Nochur. Okay, after reading this interview and all, I went to Nochur one day. So that is such a silent agraharam. Nobody will be there if you go to Nochur. It's see, okay, I don't want to go into that side because then we'll move away from the topic. But just in one line, I'll say many agraharams in Palakkad, if you see, they're all deserted. Like people won't be there. People have gone away for jobs and other things. Nochur is also no different. So there are two temples. One is Shanti Durga temple and the other is Nochur Krishna temple. I had the fortune of visiting Nochur and to be in the temple for some time. Okay, without any, I mean, nobody will be there, only you will be there. So Anna used to say that back when he was young, also the story used to be the same. No, I mean, there were no many people there, it seems. So Anna used to go there, sit in that temple for hours together, reading Kathopanishad and one more. He says Kathopanishad and. I don't know why I'm not getting it. Kathopanishad, Amrutaanubhavam madri ada rasatta pariginripen, he'll say. Like Amrutaanubhavam, like the experience of elixir, he used to be with Kathopanishad. And one more, that second one I'm not able to recall. So Anna used to say that when I enter a temple, the pujari used to go out, because okay, now this boy is there to take care of the temple, and the priest used to go out, it seems. And that very temple is still there the same way in Nochur. So while I was sitting there, I was like, okay, this is where Anna would have sat for hours together in his growing up years. So I mean, how, like, it was, I can't put those words and put that experience into words, Sakka, because the very place where Anna would have sat for hours together meditating, or what experience he would have been in, that very place we are sitting, and to think about his childhood, his growing up years, like how he would have been, all that was, oh, truly, it is all truly unexplainable. Then one uncle is there, his name is Kuttan. People call him Kuttan. So he's an old man. He has seen Nochurana right from the time when he was born. Okay, as he has literally, you can say that, I mean, you will have some. I mean, I don't know if saying servant is like an insult to them, but they are like that. Okay, this Kutamama is someone who used to work at their home and at their field and all that, paddy fields and all that. So Kutabama came to me and he was like, "Where are you from?" This, that, and all. And he was like, "Anand. Anand is what Anna is called at home." Okay, so he was like, Anand Kutti, endana. So the Kutamama refers to Nucharanna as Anand Kutti because literally they have raised him, no? So so Kuttamama was telling what kind of a kid Anand Kuti was. So Kuttamama was telling Anand Kuti was so very pious, so gentle, so good. He was so like his heart is full of mercy. If he sees someone without a cloth, immediately he'll remove his shirt, and not shirt, that jubba kind of a thing will be there. No, mallu mundala jubba, meaning and mallu veshti, how to translate it, I don't know, that 2 by 2 white color thing will be there, no, normal jubba. So he used to remove his that jubba or shirt or whatever he was wearing, and he used to give, and his amma used to scold, என்னடா கண்ணா இது இப்படி பண்ணியிருக்க அப்படின்னு. பட் அதெல்லாம் விடு அம்மா அப்படின்னு he used to reply. These all these things Kuttamama was sharing with me. And from young age itself, he never used to go for any sort of mischief. He was such a pious kid. And Kuttamama was like, "Have you seen Sadashivan, Anand Kutti's son? He will become more he will outshine his father." Sadashivan is like that. എങ്ങനെ ആ കുട്ടി മന്ത്രം ചൊല്ലണതൊക്കെ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? Have you listened to Sadashivan chanting? He will outshine his father. He's such a kid. So Kuttamama was, full of what you call in Malayalam or Tamil we say ஆயிரம் நாக்கு அவரை பற்றி சொல்கிறதுக்கு. Like he has got 1,000 tongues if he starts talking about Anand Kutti, like that. And then Kuttamama was telling, it is my darshanam that Anand Kutti made into reality, meaning it seems Kuttamama stayed in Tiruvannamalai ashramam, Ramana ashramam, and Kuttamama had a wish that Nochuranna should do Bhagavata Saptaham in Nochur. So till then in Nochur no satsangam of Nochuranna had happened. Nochuranna used to do satsangs in Tiruvannamalai, Chennai and all that, but not in Nochur. So it seems once Kuttamama had a vision of Nochuranna doing Bhagavata Saptaham in Nochur, and he shared it with Nochuranna, it seems. And then later, at the right time, that it so happened that Bhagavata Sattaham was happening at Nochur. I couldn't attend it actually, but I heard about it a lot from my mother, my sister, and all that. So Kuttamama. So when I visited, when I was talking to Kuttamama, already this Saptaham and all had got over. Maybe the previous year or so. Oh no, not previous year. 2-3 months before that only Saptaham had got over. So Kuttamama was fully in ecstasy, I should say, and he was like, "It is my darshanam that Anand Kuti made fulfilled for me. Anand Kuti is such a soul," like that he was telling. So this is one more anecdote, you can say. Then yes, once okay, so this is over. Then I will share you something which Balaji Appa told. Govindapuram Balaji Bhagavatar. You must have heard about him. Once at Chennai, Satsangam was happening. Nochurana Satsangam was happening, and simultaneously at Ramakrishna Matam, Vivekananda Navaratri was going on. So Balaji Bhagavatar had come to Ramakrishna Mat for Vivekananda Navaratri, and Balaji Mama used to have pravachanams at Ramakrishna Mat. So on the last day of Nochurana's pravachanam, Balaji Appa had come over from Mylapore to Naradagana Sabha for this last day pravachanam. I think all 3 days Balaji Appa came. I am not able to remember, but last day I clearly remember Balaji Appa had come to Naradagana Sabha for this last day pravachanam of Nochurana. So Balaji Appa was so like after Nochurana's pravachanam, like Balaji Appa will be asked to speak a few words, right? So then Balaji Appa was telling, "We are listening to a Brahmanishta's words," he told. ஒரு பிரம்மனிஷ்டர் அவரோட அனுபவத்தை பற்றி பேசுறத நம்ம கேட்டுருக்கோம். லைக் தட் ஹீ டோல்ட். ஸோ இஸ் டெல்லிங் டு லிசன் டு சமாதி ஆர் பிரம்மானுபவம் ஃப்ரம் அ from like ஒரு samsari. Okay, from a samsari is one thing, but a brahmanishta sharing his anubhavam through words is another thing. That is what we are experiencing right now, and we have been provided all sorts of comforts, right from AC, dinner, everything, and we are just asked to listen to him. What a fortune we have got, he said. Balaji Appa said. Actually, I'm struggling to put all my memories or experiences together with Anna because it's an everyday presence in my life, and like, about a person who is so, about a presence who is so dear to you. How do you explain? Okay, then okay, I'll share about the recent thing. Mm, Okay, so this the previous Navaratri. Now Navaratri is going to come. Before the Navaratri, before this, the last year Navaratri, 2023, Navaratri starting day, I got a message from one of Anna's devotees. Anna's devotees friends, actually, one of Anna's devotees friends, that mommy messaged me saying Nochuranna is taking up sannyasam on this date. Okay, on this date, very private function it is. This much only this two lines. I was actually sleeping when I had got this message. When I woke up, this is the first message I woke up to. I was like shocked. What? Because this Anna's sannyasam thing, or Anna giving up everything and going into solitude, was quite a talk for so, like, so many years. Okay, I didn't share how it was when I saw Anna for the first time, right? Okay, I'll share it some other time. So the 2015 is when I started listening to Anna. No, right from that time, people used to talk that soon, like, everybody is saying, it seems like soon he will give up everything and he'll go to solitude and all that. And we used to be like, what? No, 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 no. So that used to be there right from that time. And always that was there in air, and suddenly when that day finally came about, it was like, what? It was quite shocking, and I messaged that auntie back asking, is this true? And I messaged two devotees of Anna. So one of them is known as Hare Krishna Mama. He used to be always there with Anna during Pravachanam. His experience also I'll share with you later. So that Hare Krishna Mama I messaged, and one Anna is there, Narayan Anna. Narayan Anna, might have heard him, because before every pravachanam of Anna, there used to be a singing session for half an hour or so, where either a kutti girl called Aditi will be singing, or this Narayanana will be singing. So I messaged Narayanana and Hare Krishna Mama asking, I heard her, I happened to hear such a news, is this true? No reply from both of them. I was waiting, hoping that it is a false news. This was Navaratri day one, okay? Then both of them messaged saying it is true. After some time, after quite some time, actually, they messaged saying it's true. And I don't know for what reason. Why should I be crying at that time? Because what is the difference that it is going to make whether Anna has formally taken up sannyasam or he is a grihastha? That is actually not going to make any difference as far as a devotee is concerned. But then something, I started thinking something, and then after this he will not be coming to Rishikesh. This satsangam won't happen. That satsangam won't happen. Apdi and all. Full day I was crying. 2-3 days I was crying only. First day, second Navaratri, first day, second day, third day, I spent in crying only. And that evening, suddenly this Hare. After that, no, I had sent no message to anyone actually. Okay, this message has come. Okay, that's it. And we were either chanting or crying. That's all. Then Navaratri third day, I think, yes, third day I get a message from Hare Krishna Mama. Hare Krishna Mama, he called me in WhatsApp. So because we are in Dubai right now, and WhatsApp is banned, WhatsApp call is banned here. So I called Mama back. So he said, "Divya terinjadu illiya," meaning you know, right? So I said, "Yes, Mama." Then he told, "When are you coming?" I said, "Mama, I thought no one can come because it's a private function," is what I was told. Then he said, "Yes, it's a private function, but devotees are coming. You can come if you want. You can come." He didn't even say if you want. He said, "You can come." I said, "Really? Can we come?" "Yes, yes, you can book your tickets. You can come." Then our joy went no bounds, and immediately we booked tickets. This was on the third day, and Sannyasam was happening on Navaratri fifth day, Panchami. Yes, Panchami. So second day only Mama called. Yes, yes. Second day night he called actually. That's what I remember because there's 2 days I think. Or maybe third day. I don't remember akka. That is first day வந்து நமக்கு மெசேஜ் கிடைச்சது. So he said Panchami, this sannyasam is happening. So immediately we booked tickets and we went. So sannyasam was happening, sannyasa diksha was happening at Hosur. I think you must have seen that video, right? Such an experience it was, Akka. Like, if we still can find our lessons from that very day, that one day. I'm telling how Anna was, how people around him was, how that atmosphere was, how that whole ceremony happened, and to even think of Hema Amma, who is like Anna's spiritual consort only, to think of her itself is such a bliss. Because what kind of a mother, what kind of a family. When we say family, it is not just Anna, Hema Amma, and his two. I mean, I don't know if saying that is wrong. Sadashivan and Shivapriya. It is not just that. The whole devotees of Anna is his family only. I mean, the what kind of a day it was. Na bhuto na bhavishyati, we say, no, like we will never experience such a thing ever again in our life. I'm very sure, because to see such a thing happening, it is not that okay. I have also attended a ceremony like this. No, to be, like I told you, what and all we had to learn from that occasion. Oh, like more than something which I can tell you. I think it's better if you listen to that speech of Anna and his guru. In that, everything is there. Everything is there. Uh, oh, after Anna took up formal sannyasam, I'm using this word carefully because it is not that Anna was a grihastha and then he took up sannyasam, nothing like that. He was always a Jivan Mukta only. Formally, from this ashramam to that ashramam, he went, that's all. And I remember I told you, no, I spent the whole day crying and all that. Most of his devotees, for that matter, uh, couldn't digest it on hearing this news for the first time. Then so I told you, that I had messaged Narayanana. He sent me a message. Okay, he said all this while our guru was a model for grihasthas. Now you see, he'll be a matraga, he'll be a model for sannyas ashramam too. What kind of a message is that? And see what Anna's devotees are like. What it makes, like what it does to what Anna's presence does to a person. Narayana is someone who has traveled with Nurture Anna for so long, and the way he sent me that message, he said all this while our guru had been a model for grihastha ashramam. Now he is going to be a model for sannyasa ashramam. And after reading that message, I felt so what you call that emotion pongar, that we say, no, all those rise and fall of emotions, everything came to stability. Pa. Then the way Sadashivan and Shivapriya were conducting themselves on that day. So Sadashivan is, oppa, to see such a kid in front of your eyes itself is a bhagyam, I would say. Our eyes are so blessed that it has seen such a kid. and the way Hema Amma has brought them up, and my sister, I was sharing all these messages with her, and she's also like, although she could only listen to Anna's pravachanams little late, but right when she has started listening to Anna, that's it. Yeah, like it's completely taken over. Like that it is. So she told me one thing. She told me Anna and Amma, Hema Amma, have taken up sannyasam together, and Anna and Amma are raising their kids together also. No matter if Anna has taken up sannyasam formally, this, that, and all, but both of them are raising their kids together. Because when we say their kids, it includes all of us actually. It is not just Sadashivan and Shivapriya. So that Samatva Bhavam is what is to be learnt from sons like Anna. Now also 2 days before, Ramakrishna Math Vice President Maharaj had come to Dubai. So, because of Maitreyaka's Punyam, we had the fortune of being there. The way Maharaj was answering the doubts of devotees, the way Maharaj was giving attention to each devotee, that Samatva Bhavam is something that I don't know how many janmams we will have to take to get that. Every devotee's question. So what happened is, one devotee, he was asking a question from little back of the little away from Maharaj. So he was not very clearly heard. Okay, and Maharaj is also, his body is very old, I should say. He is not old, his body is old. So it was little difficult for Maharaj to hear him. He could be heard, the devotee could be heard, but not very clearly. Even we had difficulty to understand some portion of what that devotee was asking. You should have seen the way Maharaj asked his the other sadhu as to what that devotee was asking. That so somebody, if they had taken that video, it is such a sight to see. He, with his hands and all, he was he was giving his 200% attention. He was like, okay, this is what he asked. Now, okay, now comes his answer. Nothing is done carelessly. Here we can, the main problem in our life itself is lack of shraddha. That word is, and we don't know where we have lost it. The first thing that we will have to learn from the presence of such sadhus itself is shraddha, and the amount of importance that Nochurana gives to shraddha. In every pravachanam of his, he always says, no, shraddhavan labhate jnanam, and always he used to say shraddha, that one thing if we have, we are saved. Okay, that is what we lack. And he says, Anna used to say one more thing, that all this, I am not talking as an accomplished one. I am talking as a problem facing person only. So Anna used to say that this gadgets, or the kind of lifestyle that we have, or the kind of company that we have, all these things, you don't know what it does to you. You will not be able to realize it. But what it actually does to you is, it will take away that shraddha from you. Gradually you will realize that you have lost it. It is like, losing something very precious without realizing that we are actually losing, and one fine day you realize that you have completely lost it, and God knows if you will get it back or not. It is to that state our present lifestyle takes us. As one simple example I'll tell you. Last 1 month we were having food from outside because of our tight office schedule. Tight means very very tight it was. When leave alone cooking, I had no time to think about anything else other than office. So constantly we were having, daily we used to have food from outside, ordered food, sattvic food only, without onion garlic and all. We'll give us cooking instructions, they'll give us food without onion garlic only. Still it is made with an intention to make money, right? I was not thinking about their intention while making food. While I'm eating, I'm not thinking anything. I'm just eating food and I'm getting back to work. That's all. But I was yesterday only, I was sharing this with my husband. I was telling, I've been pushed to my maximum end. After this, even one time I can't have food from outside. I fell ill. I fell ill more mentally than physically, I should say. I could clearly feel that my imbalance has reached to the maximum extent that it can reach. I completely lost my balance. Completely. When I say completely, I mean it. I completely lost my balance. I was not even able to know where I am. To that extent, I was, my balance was lost. So this is what the kind of things which we come into contact with. What it does to you is it completely ruins your shraddha. And now, now I'm clearly able to realize the way I used to listen to pravachanams, I was able to sit for long hours. Now I'm not able to do it the way I could do it earlier. So that shraddha factor, that is what everything that we do, we should take care that it doesn't take away shraddha from us, because if that is lost, everything is lost. This is one thing that Anna used to always tell us, always keep telling us. Then yeah, so okay, now what to say, I think I'll share anything after this after a while.